Love where you live with Queen. By the time you wake up, the seller done sold, baby. They under contract. Be ready to change. For you to achieve your goals, you have to do what is required of you to achieve your goals. You have to be patient and trust the Lord. Hey y'all, it's Queen the Realtor on Keeping Up with Queen, and today I will be giving y'all 5 things that I wish I knew before getting into real estate. My goal is to build generational wealth, not just for myself but for you as well through real estate. So let's get into it. Before I get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Queen the Realtor. As we all know, time is of the essence, so let's really get into it. The first piece of advice I would give is to have faith and trust God. In Jeremiah 29:11, it reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." In real estate, in life itself, you have to keep your faith. Like, this is like the number one thing before all the technical money, this, like, you have to keep your faith and trust God. In real estate, there are so many ups and downs, so many trials and tribulations, to where it's like, if you don't have faith, and as a realtor, you are the face, you are the problem solver, you are who everyone is going to go to see it through. And so for you to be strong, for you to guide people through their home buying experience or their selling experience, you have to have faith that you will get through and you guys will endure all challenges. So and you have to get that strength from God. You can't have that on your own. You can't just be this muscle man. You have to really trust that God is going to get you through. Even as far as your business, for myself, is like, even when I have no clients, I have clients now, thank you Jesus, but even when I had no clients, it was just like, I know for a fact and I have faith that God has not brought me this far to bring me this far. I did not go through school. I did not pay all these fees. I did not do all these trainings for me to not get any clientele, for me to not grow my business. And so in times where I had nothing, I had to keep that faith and keep posting and keep going outside, getting in front of people so that I could have the clientele that I desire. And I'm still working on the clientele that I desire, but I have faith and I trust that God will do what He has promised me to do. And I know that faith without works is dead, so I have to keep working. So you have to starting the video off with that. Have faith and trust in God. Trust in the Lord, okay? If you're watching this video and you're not going to have faith and you're not going to trust, you might as well go ahead and click off. I give you permission. Seriously, I won't be offended. Thank you for clicking it. I'm Queen. You want to follow me still? Do your thing. But you have to have faith and you have to trust God. The second piece of advice that I would give is to be willing to do the things that you have never done. Be willing to be the person that you have never been. And this sounds cliche, but when you really dissect real estate and you really dissect the business, you seriously have to become a new person. You have to be someone you've never been. I'm actually fully grasping this whole concept now. You know, I have my goals and my desires and the things that I want from my business and the things that I want, you know, to be able to pour out. And so it's habits and it's discipline that comes with those things that I've never done before. Like, I have a morning routine, a night routine. I have like daily tasks that I do during the week. And so just understanding that, yes, I wasn't used to doing these things before and it is going to take time, but I have to get to that level in which I can produce at this level that I'm asking God to give me so that I can receive that. You figure, if I wake up, I used to wake up at like I used to wake up at crazy times, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And it's like, okay, you want to be this top producing realtor. However, the phone start ringing at 8. 7 o'clock for real. If you got money on the table, like, really, it's time to get it popping at 7. So if I'm waking up at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I'm asking God to make me a top producing realtor, how are you gonna keep up with all your competition? By the time you wake up, the seller done sold, baby. They under contract. Appraisal is going out. Like, what are you doing? And so I had to really realize that it was things that I had never done, implementing things, you know, really doing the things that I say I would do. I will always stop, you know, becoming that person that actually follows through with her word, becoming that person who's willing to go the extra mile. And it's like, not saying that I was a bad person before, but it's just a shift in work ethic. You have to be willing to grow with what you're asking God to build onto you. If I'm asking God to grow my business, it's like, how can you not be someone who's constantly growing? I constantly want my business to grow. So how am I not going to constantly grow to obtain that business? Proverbs 12:1 reads, "Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid." So literally God tells us, if you don't like correction, if, for example, for myself, and I like to give y'all personal examples so that y'all can actually see, and it's like, we are human beings. Like, I don't want to make videos to make you feel like you have to be perfect. You have to be willing to be corrected. And literally in the Bible it says, whoever hates correction is stupid. You stupid. You're stupid if you think you're gonna grow this business and you're not gonna be corrected. You're gonna still do the things that you previously used to do. You stupid. Don't get mad at me, get mad at God. Like, he says it, you're stupid. Don't be stupid. Get in routine, figure out where your weaknesses are. For me, I knew that I had this finesse mentality. Like, when I went to college, I was able to, you know, do things last minute, still be able to, you know, overcome. Hello, I graduated, stay. But yeah, I'm able to do the things that I know that needs to get done when I can do it. And it's like, that worked before, but in the business that you're asking God for now, and that I'm working towards, and that I see myself achieving, that's not going to work. So I have to do new things. Now I have to have a routine. Now I have to have a night routine. Now I have to put things in place throughout the week. Okay, Mondays, Tuesdays, you're finding an open house. Wednesdays, you're going to trainings. Thursday, like, it just goes. Personal care on Thursdays. Washing my clothes, cleaning my room on Fridays. Like, you have to. And Saturday's content day. Hello, it's Saturday. I'm recording. You're loving the video. Okay. This is what I mean. You have to put these things in place. And I never had this before. I was never this person who had a routine. I will always make routines, but I was never the person who actually stuck to it. And so I had to become that person that I never was. And it's amazing, honestly. It's like, it's the greatest thing that, you know, could have ever really came from real estate, was just that personal development piece. Is like, I love who I am becoming, and I am so grateful that God has just allowed me to keep going and just be able to fall and get back up. So don't be afraid to do things that you've never done. It is going to take time, but be ready to change. Be ready for that correction. And if not, remember, you're stupid. So you don't want to be stupid. I don't want to be stupid. So I'm like, well, let me, you know, get into motion, see what I could do, see what I could spare. Because baby, this is the year. Get into real estate and leap. Go. Soar. Okay? Okay. Also too, as a realtor, we have no boss, we have no manager, we have no punch in, no clock out. We have none of that. For you to achieve your goals, you have to do what is required of you to achieve your goals. Nobody is going to want your goals more than you. Nobody is going to do your goals for you. Have faith. Trust God. You don't close. You don't eat. So if you're not becoming disciplined and you're not doing what it is that is required of you, you don't eat. So if you're setting goals, you need to figure out what are the actions that is required for you to achieve those goals. So for me, I want more listings, I want more listings, and I want more buyers. So that means I need to be making more phone calls. I need to be going to trainings for my buyers, so when they're asking me questions, I'm able to answer. I need to be networking because I need my sphere to grow as far as other professionals, etc. So I'm doing these things and I'm aligning these things, and I'm doing content now because I need to have a greater outreach. So I'm doing all of these things to achieve my goals that I have written down. Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision and make it plain, baby, so that he who reads it may run. Okay, are you trying to run? Or are you trying to stay on the hamster wheel? I'm trying to run forward. Okay? Forward. I do not want to be running on the hamster wheel. The third piece of advice that I would give is to save some money. Have some money. okay? Because real estate is so expensive. There's so many fees, from your realtor association, your brokerage fee, MLS fee, the test, the school, gas, clothes. Y'all, you need so many clothes in real estate. Like, you need an outfit. Like, you have to look good. First thing that people see is your appearance. And in real estate, because it's personal relationships, you want to appear to be someone who, I don't know if I'm explaining this right. You want to present yourself as someone who is inviting. So having nice clothes, and it's not like you have to go on a shopping spree every Friday, but have solid pieces. Like, I'll wear this shirt all week if I have to. This is my uniform now, you know? So, you have clothes, but also brand yourself. This is something that I didn't write down, and I wrote down some things so I didn't forget anything, but I didn't write this down. Have a brand. This is like a sub between the 5. Extra one, bonus one right now. If you're watching to this part, shout out to you because you just got a bonus. Have a brand. Have a brand in which you can market, so that people not only connect to real estate, because there's 1,000 realtors. Have something that people can connect to deeper than just the house. You know, who are you? What do you stand for? And when you have that brand, wear it, present it, give it to the people. Like, let them love it. Love where you live with Queen. Duh. I would really advise you to build out a brand. What separates you from the next realtor? If you can't tell me what separates you from the next realtor, why shouldn't I go with the next realtor? For me, I do everything in love. I love God. I love you. I'm looking to have you love your home. So all in all, love where you live with Queen. And I'm going to do my job with love. Whether it's going good, I'm doing it with love. Whether it's going bad, I'm doing it with love. Whether it's easy, whether it's hard, I'm loving what I do. I'm giving off love. I'm allowing you to love your experience. So it's deeper than just real estate. My business is built off of love. And when you do it for the love of God, the love of your business, the love of just the people in general, you grow. You can't tell me I can't build off of love. So what is your brand? How are you going to be different? What's your statement? Who are you? You got me? You got me. Okay, back to stack your money up. I would definitely say to have at least $2,000, you know, for all the fees that I've mentioned. And I can definitely do a video in detail with, like, you know, the test that I had to pay for, the school, fingerprints, the MLS fees, brokerage fees. I can definitely dissect that, but I would definitely say roughly about $2,000, just to ensure that you have covered base ground. And then for like clothes and miscellaneous things like posters, I personally create my own things, but as far as printouts, you definitely need money for that too. My 4th piece of advice would be to keep the main thing the main thing. And this is from my pastor, Pastor Lance Purnell. He had a series on this. He gave a beautiful word on this. If you would like to watch it, you can definitely go to Elevation Family Worship Center _ on Instagram. I will put the link to the Instagram below, and if you would like to watch that word, go watch that word. So yeah, this is what my pastor has taught me. I definitely would recommend Sidebar. Again, y'all getting all these like little sidebar gems, but I would definitely say to have a community of people who can uplift you and build you, from spiritually to, you know, professionally to emotionally. Like my pastor definitely just guides me and leads me in a biblical way, and I just am so appreciative of him. Even the church family and whole, just like-minded, God-fearing individuals who are able to, you know, uplift you and give you that godly advice, and even when it's not so godly problems, okay, because I'm a real human being and I am overcoming so much. So even professionally, like having a group of like-minded individuals who you can actually, you know, go to, like, hey, I had a client do this, or hey, my client didn't do this, what would you recommend, or how do I get more business, or, you know, having people above you and like, what tactics would you refer to me, who can you go to when you need help. So build that community out before you even jump into it, because if not, and this was not my testimony because I had an amazing, y'all know Kyra, If you are new to my channel, go watch my previous video. She was on there. But I had an amazing mentor who guided me through and showed me so much, and it was just so beneficial to have someone who, you know, have done it before. And I'm still learning people who have done it before and able to pour into me so that I can learn from their mistakes. Like, that's the greatest thing about asking people who've done it before, because you get their, and this is what my pastor taught, you get their knowledge for free. Now, I can't remember word for word verbatim, but he basically said the benefit is you get to learn from others' mistake at their cost. I believe that was the correct terminology. I believe so. But community, that's why I just drifted off, just so that you guys can know to build out a community of professionals, a community of spiritual like-minded individuals, a community of love. You know, it's not my testimony that I had, you know, friends that I had to cut off, but you may. And when you're personally developing, like, you have to be real with yourself. He who hates correction is stupid. So if you have people who you have to correct, or you have to, you know, distance from, do that. Or if you have people that you need more of, more motivated people, more people who are hustling, get it. You know, like, get into it. Really get into it. Really get into it. Okay? So yes, keep the main thing the main thing. That's what I guess I never learned this lesson fully yet, because I'm drifting off. But anyway, keeping the main thing the main thing. In real estate, there are so many things that you can drift into. You can do development, you can do luxury. Well, development and luxury kind of go hand in hand. But you can do investment, you can do wholesale. It's just so many different avenues that, you know, you can go into. And if you're just jumping around, bouncing around ideas, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. And it's like, you're going to feel like you're on a hamster wheel, because you're doing so much but doing nothing. And like for me, I was like, oh yeah, I can get my lender's license. I can get my notary license. I can get this. You know, all of these great things produce money and it's good. And, you know, yes, they're great, but are they great for you at that time? You know, it's like, I've learned to hone and focus in on one thing and then let that build. Let this get strong. You see, if I'm in real estate, right, and I'm selling houses, buying houses, selling houses, buying houses, and I finally get it on lock, now I can start to build things around me, and this can start to branch off. That wasn't a good example at all. But okay, let's do a tree. A root in a tree. How do we want it to look? Let's do this, because the roots got this. Okay, so this is the root of the tree. You're a realtor. As a realtor starting off, I would recommend you focus on buying and selling. As a realtor, learn as much information as you can for your clients. Learn as much information as you can. Learn as much information as you can. That way, as your tree starts to grow, now pretend the roots are still there. So we have our roots and we have our tree now starting to sprout. Sprout, 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 sprout. Boom. This is the roots in the ground. This is the roots in the ground. This is the tree starting to sprout. Your hand can then open and you can have multiple different things that now you do, being that you have a strong base. If you don't have a strong root, how are things going to grow from your tree? If you are started off as a realtor and then you got your lending license, you don't know about real estate. So the goal was to be, and this is me speaking to me, the goal was to sell real estate and be a lender. If I didn't learn real estate first, which is my root, how am I going to do both? So now I'm trying to build out this business and build out this business. If I want to do notary, how am I going to do notary and I don't even have this business going off the ground? How can somebody trust me with these businesses if this business is not even doing good? You know? I hope that made sense. My brain just be going, so yeah. The fifth piece of advice that I would give is to be ready to exploit yourself and grow. There are many habits that you may have right now that cannot come with you into the business. For example, procrastination, low confidence, self-doubt, like those things will have to go, and you'll have to exploit yourself to know that you have them. I know for me it was like I always knew I was a procrastinator, but I never knew why. I never really got to the root of the problem and was able to say, you have a problem because of X, Y, and Z. And I had a problem because I've seen procrastination, I've been exposed to procrastination, and I had mastered the art of procrastination because I had got through so much of my life, well, my whole life up until now, and I still procrastinate sometimes, but it's like I can knowingly know you're about to dig yourself in a hole. And so with procrastination, I had to say, this is why you do it. This is how long you've been doing it. This is what makes you comfortable. And I had to say, I'm not lazy. Yes, you are. And it's like, it's a hard truth. But had I not been able to exploit myself, and I continue to ask God to exploit me, to just see certain habits within myself that I can't take within this business. That I know we spoke previously about, to do something you've never done, you have to be someone you've never been. So those habits will have to break through. And for you to break through, you're going to have to exploit yourself and really dig deep and ask like God to really just show you all that you don't see, because you're you. It's crazy, and it's like, you never know how much you have to unfold until it's time to unfold. This is why I really highlight being patient. Be patient. Be patient, be patient, be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your business. Just be patient. Like, it will come. It must come. You did not come this far to come this far. Even the thought of you even becoming a realtor is deep. Like, you have to be patient and understand everything will come in due time. Jeremiah 29:11, we just went over it. You have to be patient and trust the Lord, and you have to be able to exploit yourself. And even before, like, I had low confidence before, so I had to really exploit myself and say, like, why are you so insecure? I knew I was insecure, but I never had like said, okay, I'm insecure. I would just cover it up with, talking or being a dominant person in the room and just overly, presenting myself to where it's like, you would never know, because I'm smiling and, presenting happiness, and it's like, I've been happy, yes, but I had low confidence. It is what it is, and sometimes we skip around what it is. And to be able to exploit yourself, you have to be very direct. And so I had low confidence, and I had to say, well, why do you have low confidence? Like, where is this coming from? And I had to understand, it's like, I've been obese all of my life. And this is not like a health video, but it's serious, because I'm in front of people and I'm trying to grow my business, but I know and I feel in my heart, if I'm having conversation with people, I'm feeling insecure. So I have to be able to exploit myself and say, why, when you get in front of a group of people or a person even, why are you feeling insecure? What about you? You're present. You now know the information. What is your problem? Oh, wow, I've been insecure all my life. Well, why have you been insecure? Where is that coming from? And so I had to realize that my weight was a problem for me. It was like, I was too big. I'm unhealthy at this point. And so to fix that, I had to acknowledge what it was. I had to exploit where it came from. I've been obese all my life. So it's like, it's been something that I've naturally, had attached with me. So I had to let that go. To let that go, I had to exploit. I didn't say, oh no, I'm not insecure. If you are like related to me or you know me on a personal basis, you would know, like, I don't walk around insecure. I don't present myself to be insecure. So I really had to dig that up within my heart and say, you're not going to grow. You're not going to be able to become that person. Do videos, things like this, if you're not confident in who you are. So exploit yourself. Be willing to be real with yourself. It's you versus you. And I had to learn that. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody else, how anybody else takes what I got going on, because it's me. It's me. And God already promised me my goal. Like, it's already written. God already God already did it. He's just waiting on me to get to it. So if you're insecure because you're overweight, get to the gym. That's in the morning routine, by the way, baby. Every morning at 5 o'clock. So these are my 5 pieces of advice that I would recommend to you to start your journey into real estate. I'm now implementing these things, and I see my life like shifting and changing before my eyes. So it's a beautiful experience. If you liked anything in the video, I definitely would recommend you take anything, give me some advice. Listen, build generational wealth for me and you. So if you have something that you can give me, let's do it, okay? Even me doing this video, like, I'm doing it, you know? I'm doing it. I've had this idea to, you know, share my experience and be present, and I'm finally doing it. Just doing it. And so you have to be willing to do it and trust God through doing it, even when you don't know. Even when you are uncertain in certain ways. Yes, there's so many doubts, there's so many, but too many people doing this, too many people. Do it. Like, zip it. Just do 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 it. So one more time, because I know I talk a lot. The first thing is to have faith and trust God. The second thing is to be willing to do what you've never done. The third thing is to have some money saved up. The fourth thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. And the fifth thing is to be willing to exploit yourself. All in all, I love, love, love being a realtor. You build beautiful relationships with beautiful people. It's so much freedom. It's like you're making money to personally develop, and it's like a beautiful experience just to see yourself grow, to learn so much information, to be able to share this information with not just, you know, your clients, but the people that you love. Just to be that problem solver that people can love and trust is just amazing. It's so heart-filling, and it's just something that you can't explain. I would definitely recommend being a realtor. I plan to be a realtor for a very long time, and I got my main thing, and I plan to definitely build and spread out. So I'm super excited. I pray that you, wherever you are in your journey of becoming a realtor, I pray that this was able to help you, give you some insight. This was just 5 things. If y'all enjoyed this video, definitely let me know, and we will come with some more. I'm doing it, so let's do it together, okay? Love y'all. Love where you live with Queen. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Definitely let me know if y'all want a part 2. I would definitely love to do it. It is Queen, your favorite and best realtor. Talk soon. Love where you live with Queen. Mwah. No bonus. What are you happy? Like, hey y'all, it's Queen the Realtor, and I'm trying to create content. Of course the refrigerator goes down. Today I will. Alright, I can get jiggy with this.